We have to have an armful of real chairs.
I'll tell you an interesting story about that, and I'll tell you a story about finding God, even if you're Protestant, finding God, finding the opportunity to consider the God that the Orthodox Church describes,
Mm.
uh, or tries to describe, because no proper Orthodox person will say that they can describe God. But I once I was on chair duty at a stage, and the church I was at wasn't very big, but you still had to put out chairs for about 300 people in a school hall. So you'd arrive there, and all the chairs would be in a little back room,
Mm.
and you'd have to literally carry them out and stack it out for 300 odd people. And typically, I'm somebody who's always early, yada yada yada. So in this church that wasn't very big, there often wasn't more servers than just me. So I'd arrive at the church quite early, and there'd be no one to help me. And I'm on chair duty, so I have to do it. So the one day, I stacked out the chairs, and I was early enough to stack the chairs out to such a degree that you could measure them with a ruler. Like if you scanned your eyes over it, it looked like a mathematical grid. Like the chairs would, and as you moved your eye, the chairs would just form these geometric patterns. It was insane, and I was so proud of it, and I was so grateful that I could do this service for God. And 15 minutes or so before the service, the pastor walks in and he says, "Oh, no, no." And he starts ripping the chairs. He doesn't even look at how it's stacked. He doesn't say anything about it or thank you. He just kind of like motions to me, starts pulling the chairs and says to me, "No, this is wrong. This is not the way I like it." And he starts moving my geometrically organized chairs into this like random, like half moon shape. And in that moment, I had an opportunity. I had an opportunity to um, be humble, accept the leadership that was over me, accept the fact that no human being on this planet is going to see what I did or appreciate it. Only God saw it. And to then take the pastor's lead and rearrange the chairs, not having enough time to do his half moon geometrically accurate, just try
Yeah,
and make it
yeah.
as generally neatly as you can, and getting it done now, because it's almost time for church to start. So yeah, even in that moment, you can have an orthodox moment without you even knowing what orthodoxy is, or asceticism, or humility, or suffering for the faith, or any. So even in that moment, and I took the opportunity. It was difficult. I did feel my ego was touched,
Mm.
you know, but I remember that. So yeah.